is the day you've all been waiting for.
Hey guys, it's Jordan Sparks. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Nia Sioux spilling all the secrets on Dance Moms and her journey on Dance Moms. She's going to be spilling all the tea. So if you're interested in that, please make sure to give this video a great big thumbs up. But before we hop into this, if you're brand new to my channel, welcome. My name is Jordan. If you'd like to join the constellation, make sure to smash that juicy red subscribe button. We are now 25,000 sparkles strong. We just hit 25,000. Honestly, a year ago at this time, I don't think I believed that my channel would ever reach 25,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much to every single one of you guys that has subscribed to my channel and supported my videos over the years, or even just watched one video or gave one video a thumbs up, so thank you to all of you guys. But all that being said, let's hop into this video and see what kind of tea Nia has to spill today.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is the day you've all been waiting for. I am revealing Dance Mom secrets. Now, I know you guys have heard so many different stories from so many people. I thought it was time for me to share my story of Dance Moms and tell you what happened on the show, all the way to competitions, to who got a solo, to pyramid, to I don't know, classes and how they worked. I don't know. But basically, all the Dance Mom secrets that I know for right now in this video. So make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure you comment down below what you want me to do next. But anyways, let's get on with this video. The first thing that I want you guys to know, when I first started Dance Moms, I was 9 years old, you guys know, but it was only supposed to be for 6 weeks, 6 episodes. So we never really thought anything of it. It was supposed to be a 6-week documentary, and obviously it turned into much more than that. And also, I think people forget, I really did go to Abby's studio before the show started. I started out there since I was 3 years old, and I was at the studio already. And whenever I auditioned for the show, my parents actually wouldn't let me audition for a while. I asked them 3 times, and on the 3rd time they finally let me audition for it, because it was a casting call, an open call or whatever it was, and it was basically just interviews, and you sent in a video of yourself dancing. And
it's funny that she says that, because I remember back in the first season, and maybe even in season 2, that Holly was the only mom that was like, I'm going to continue to work. And Dr. Holly was a principal at a high school, I believe. Was that her job? I think that's what she did. But I remember, yeah, she was the only working mom, and she just refused to be just a dance mom. But yeah, I am not surprised that Holly didn't want Nia to be on the reality show. Holly doesn't really strike me as the kind of person that's fame seeking and wants to go out and be on a reality show, but Nia is definitely a natural born performer, so I can see why Nia would definitely want to be on the reality show, but I'm glad that they decided to both do it.
Yeah, so my parents wouldn't let me do it until the 3rd time that I asked, and then they finally agreed on letting me go, and I was really excited. And after the audition, I got in the car on my way home, and Mom was like, Nia, I just want to tell you this, but you're never gonna pick us. We're just too boring. And look what happened. But anyways, yeah, so that's the first thing I wanted you guys to know. I just wanted you guys to know that Dance Moms was never a thing that we knew would blow up. It was kind of just a fluke. We never thought that anybody would watch the show. Let's see. Another one. I get a lot of questions about if Abby's mean or not. I would probably just say what you see is what you get. There were some things that they couldn't air actually, because they were just they were a little hard.
What you see is what you get.
A little hard, not a little hard. But honestly, you guys know that Abby's really sick right now, and I haven't actually really spoken about this, but I do keep her in my prayers, and I would never want anything to happen to her. I would never wish sickness on anyone. And she was my dance teacher, so I would never wish her to be sick at all, and I hope that she recovers really well and really soon. Oh, here's a secret that you guys don't know.
About that, I do think that what you see is what you get with Abby. I feel like they don't share a lot of the moments where she's nurturing and caring and loving towards her students, but at the same time, I feel like the really, really hard, mean side that you see of Abby isn't just for the cameras. I feel like that is the real Abby. And then when it comes to Abby being sick, I'm glad that Nia was one of the people that actually came forward and spoke publicly that she still keeps Abby in positive wishes and still cares about her in terms of her health and everything like that. Like, you don't need to stay connected with somebody that is toxic to your life, but just wish them the best, is all.
Performed all of our dances twice. So once for the judges. So that was the time where they could actually judge you. That was like for real. And then the second time was kind of like the do-over, so that they get the shots for camera, so that they can play the whole solo instead of just snippets, and they get different angles. So the second time, not for judging, the judges even leave the room. It's just for the camera so that they can get shots and angles.
Most of us know that by now.
People ask me, do the moms really not like each other? Do they really fight like that all the time? I'm telling you, if it wasn't like that in like normal life, then the show wouldn't have even picked our studio in the first place. Okay, I just ate dinner real fast and now I'm back. Here's something. So when we
Me just leaves in the middle of a video and has dinner. I can't imagine how they would all fight and still get along. At the studio that I was teaching at, I feel like there was one altercation where a mom who I love so much, like, shout out to you, Mary Antoinette, but I remember she came up to me and was like, blah, 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 such and such teacher made my daughter cry, and they're like, what is going on? Like, did this actually happen? And what was going on? Like, you were in that classroom, like, tell me what was going on. But, like, that was it. It was not between the other parents. Like, I never once saw an altercation of two parents fighting over a dance or anything, but I'm like, I don't know, maybe my studio was not competitive and crazy enough. Who knows?
say, we learned dances really fast. We learned dances very fast on the show. We started the dance on Wednesday, we would finish it either Thursday or Friday, and then we would compete Saturday. So we really did learn the dances very, very fast, and sometimes multiple dances, as you guys know. You do solos or duets. So it just depended on what the week was and what you had, but was always staying busy. Oh, the first few seasons of the show, the moms really did help with the costumes a little bit.
Okay, so for one, I feel like the idea of learning a choreography and performing it on national television where you get literally, like she said, 2 times to record it and or 2 times to dance, but like only 1 is even really recorded. So that like gives me a nervous breakdown inside already, just thinking about all of the pressure. But at the same time, there's almost an advantage to that because as long as you have enough time to actually learn it, then you're not going to forget it because it's going to be super fresh in your body because you just like crammed that much of a choreo session in like 48 hours. But at the same time, when it comes to learning dance, I'm somebody that relies on muscle memory, and I have to go over the choreography in my head like 1,000,000 times, and the longer I have, the better, because once it's in my body long enough that I don't have to think about it anymore, then I'm not going to forget it on stage. But that's not going to happen in 48 hours for me. For some people, I know, like my best friend is a dancer as well, and she honestly can remember choreography in like 2 seconds, and my other best friend is also a dancer, and she like remembers every single choreography that she's ever watched, like even watching Cats, she'll remember the choreography. I am not that kind of dancer. I'm the kind of dancer that you can show me a trick once and I'll be able to duplicate it, but I'm not going to be able to remember choreography super fast. So the idea of learning like a group dance and a solo in 48 hours, even as a grown adult, like, no, couldn't do it. Well, I wouldn't say can't, but like, that's a lot of pressure and stress. So like, I applaud all those girls that did that for like 7 seasons.
We really did stone the costumes. I even stoned my own costumes sometimes, and yeah. Another good thing to know, on the show, we did our own makeup. I know we had a makeup artist for like theatrical makeup and for interview days, but besides that, for competition days, we did our own makeup. So yeah. The competitions were not fake. They were not set up or anything. I mean, we did have different types of competitions that we went to. Like, the competitions that we went to sometimes were small, and sometimes barely any people were there, but the competitions weren't fake. What happened to all those
I'm confused because I feel like Kalani said that the competitions were fake. I feel like some dancers said the competitions were fake, and some dancers said that they were real. I feel like multiple people have said that they were fake. Like, hasn't Kendall said that too?
Honestly, I don't know. You know what's really funny? So we kept all of our costumes, but I feel like starting like season 4 or something, I can't remember what season it was, they started taking our costumes and keeping them just in case we had like a reunion special, so that we all knew where our costumes were.
Can't trust those dance moms with the costumes.
And we could access them easily. But whenever the show ended, we took back all of our costumes. Funny enough, I still remember some of the dances from the show. Really crazy, right? Yeah, I still remember some of the dances.
Yeah, for some reason the only choreographies, like I don't remember literally any choreography that I've learned in the past. And some of them I worked on for like musical theater shows for like, I don't know, 4 months, and I don't remember them, except for tap dances. And for some reason, I feel like I will never forget the tap dances I did. Like, I did 42nd Street, and it has, like, this humongous, like, old classical Broadway intro and outro to the musical. And also I did Anything Goes, and it has, like, a giant tap number as well. Those 2 giant numbers are, like, engraved in my body. Like, my feet will never forget them. But when it comes to contemporary choreography and stuff, no. I literally forget it as soon as I'm done with it, basically.
Like Stomp the Yard, I still remember that one perfectly. Guys, Dance Moms was not scripted. All the tears were real, okay? So if someone's saying that the show is fake or whatever...
I always believed all the tears were real.
It wasn't. Like, the show was not scripted. I mean, we had producers, we had things that happened because that we didn't control and that people kind of manipulated, but the show was not scripted. We were living our real lives.
Oh, and about the costumes, for those of you guys that don't know, I work in film and TV as well, and there's so many costumes that I wish so badly that I could keep, and some of the times it's like so painful because you'll go in for a costume fitting. Like, okay, I was in the movie Carrie, and I think that filmed in like 2011 maybe, and it was in Toronto, and I remember going in for my costume fitting, and I put on this red dress shirt that was absolutely gorgeous, and then I tried on these dress pants, and they like suited me up for everything. And then I remember looking at the price tag, and the dress pants were like $1,129, so like $1,129, and the dress shirt that I was wearing was like $489, and then there was also like a belt and shoes, and it was like Armani or something like super designer, high end. And they told me that I could come back in 4 hours and my costume would be distressed and it would be ready to go. And then I came back and my costume was literally like they had taken that costume that they went out and bought, like $1,129 pants, and then they ripped them and covered them in mud and covered them in silicone and everything. And same with the shirt, it would still look like I was on fire. And like inside the school, the prom scene is what we were filming, and basically all the kids are running out of the high school because it's lit on fire. And so I'm like, why did you guys spend so much money on designer clothes to destroy them? It literally hurt my heart. But also in Descendants 2, I had this beautiful costume, but not just in film and TV. Like, I was in Les Mis, and there was like all these old costumes, and Anything Goes, and just 42nd Street, and White Christmas. There was a big tap number in that one too. But anyways, I loved all those costumes, and I've never got to keep anything. Like, you're so lucky if somebody lets you keep anything in the film world, but I feel like it's only if you're like a big star that you get to keep your costume. I've never got to keep anything. I'm a nobody, so I don't know, maybe one day, but I've always wished that I could keep one of my costumes. I've had so many.
Something that you guys would know, we had lots of superstition. Wait, how do you say that? Yeah. We had a lot of superstitions before competitions. Like, if your number was like 22, it was like our lucky number for the studio, 22. So like if your dance was number 22, it was like really good. Another thing was we have our handshake that we would do. We call it the 5, 6, 7, 8, and we like, yeah, you guys know what it is, but we did that.
Yeah, we all know.
But we did that, and then also, if we jinxed ourselves before we went on stage, we would have to knock on wood. Be like, knock on wood. We'd have to. We shared a school teacher across many grade levels.
Wow.
We shared one tutor, and like our studio teacher, and it's really funny.
Round of applause to that one tutor.
Shared this one tutor for 7 years. I mean, we would have different tutors, but like only one tutor would teach all of us.
That's impressive.
I mean, we were all in different grades, which is crazy, but yeah, that's how it worked. Also, I attended traditional school until
I literally tried to do one course of homeschooling when I was in grade 12, or maybe I was in grade 11, but granted I was still doing high school full-time and working part-time, so it was like a lot all at once. But like trying to do a homeschool course, I expected it to be like easy breezy, I can just fit this into my schedule and then I'll be able to complete more courses in a faster amount of time. Nope. Homeschooling is actually like so much work, so if you're planning to do homeschooling, you need to be very self-motivated and disciplined because it is a lot of work to do on your own. Or at least that's how I remember it. I ended up not even finishing that course. I was like, I'll just take it next semester.
I attended traditional school until 7th grade. 7th grade, 7th and 8th, I was homeschooled. I went back for 9th and part of 10th, and then I was homeschooled again, or cyber schooled. So yeah, I was in school most of the time. Just to let everyone know, Pyramid Days took the longest to film. Pyramid literally took like 3 hours out of your day, and all we wanted to do was learn our dance so that we knew our dance for this week.
Yeah, I'd be stressed out.
For that week. And Pyramid took forever, so we always dreaded Pyramid Days because they're just so long. The shortest amount of time we learned to dance was right before we went on stage. And the last thing I'm just gonna say, filming with mics and cameras, you kind of forget that they're there sometimes. So whenever I first started out, it was kind of weird, but
honestly, like they say that they get used to it, but I can get used to a camera being pointed at me, but like when you see the behind the scenes of them dancing on stage with like the cameramen running around while they're dancing their solo, I could not get used to that. Like I'd be like, okay, I'm about to do the grand jeté. Am I gonna grand jeté his head off, or is he gonna know that I'm going there? Is he gonna move out of the way? Like, are we gonna collide? Like I would constantly be stressed out about that the entire time.
But we got so used to it that like sometimes we would do things and I'm like, you probably shouldn't do that on camera, or like, I don't know, we would look a hot mess, and at a certain point we just didn't care anymore because we were like, we're just living our lives. Like I would show up to work with no makeup on, looking a little rough, and I honestly didn't care. Yeah, but I mean, filming with cameras and everything, it's weird, but we just kind of got used to it after a while. You kind of forgot that they were there. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I answered a lot of your questions. I hope that you guys like and subscribe and comment what you want me to do next. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I love you all so very much, and peace.
So I'm glad that she brought up that point about the makeup, because there was a point in time that I remember thinking like, why are all these 9-year-olds wearing a full face of makeup? Like, you don't need to wear a full face of makeup, like I'm sure on competition day, but like at 9 years old, like I don't think that there's anything wrong with playing with makeup and wearing makeup at 9 years old, but like to feel like you have to wear makeup because you're going to work or being on camera, where every other 9-year-old in the world gets to not worry about that. So kudos to Nia for getting to a point at a really young age where she's like, I don't care, I'm not going to wear makeup, like I'm just going to dance. So I'm glad that she said that, and I'm glad that she pointed that out, and congratulations to her on having that kind of mindset and maturity at a young age. But all that being said, what did you think was the most interesting in this little tea spill sesh with our friend Nia here? Let me know down in the comments. But if you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. There are a couple other tea spill kind of videos from Dance Moms cast members, so if you want me to react to those, definitely let me know down in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, of course, if you want to join the constellation, and I guess that is it for this video. So as always, make sure to be weird, be wild, and stay sparkly, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.